What's happening, everyone? Today I want to share with you one of my favorite meals, burritos, or what are affectionately known in our home as Gringo burritos. Our Gringo burritos are made with seasoned ground beef, cheese, lettuce, tomato, and sour cream. We'll have a couple extra ingredients today, but that's our standard version. So let's get started. Okay, first things first. Let's start with the meat, since that's going to take the longest. Start by searing the beef in small batches so you can get a good browning on all of it. Drain it, set it aside, and repeat until all the beef is seared. If you've watched some of my other episodes, you know that I like using ground chuck for these types of recipes. And that's for a few simple but practical reasons. Number one, ground chuck has some extra fat for enhanced flavor. And because it comes from a tougher cut of meat, it can stand up to the longer cook times, like the stewing that we're gonna do today. And perhaps the best reason, it's cheap.
I like money.
Then add the onions and saute for a few minutes until soft and translucent. Then add the beef back in and mix in the seasoning. I don't like to use store-bought seasoning because it has too much salt. And I always have all the fixins for a taco seasoning anyway. Chili powder, granulated onion, garlic, paprika, chipotle, cumin, and my favorite, Mexican oregano. I'll include the ingredients in the description below. Mix in the seasoning and let it fry into the meat and onions for a minute or so before you add the liquid. I typically use water, but you could use beef stock too for extra flavor. Mix thoroughly and simmer on low for about an hour or so, or until the liquid has been mostly absorbed and evaporated. This is essentially the same instructions you'll find on the back of a taco seasoning packet. While the meat is cooking, I like to prepare all my other ingredients. I think lettuce is a crucial ingredient for the Gringo burritos. I like the crunchy texture it brings to the party, a must-have for me. The lettuce combined with the tomatoes and sour cream, those are the fundamental ingredients of my Gringo burritos. But I also like to have some rice. So about halfway through, I'll start the Mexican rice. This is super simple. All you need is a medium or long grain white rice and caldo de tomate. You can usually find this in the ethnic aisle of your grocery store, but definitely available in your local supermercado. If either of those aren't an option for you, you can certainly find it on Amazon. The trick is to saute the rice in a bit of oil first, just a couple minutes or so. Make sure all the grains have been thoroughly coated in oil, and then mix in the water. I like to start with hot water, so I preheated this in the kettle, just to speed up the boil time. Then mix in the tomate, plus some extra ingredients I'll share with you in the description below. Most recipes call for about 1 tablespoon per cup of rice, and some tomato sauce. I have found that tomato sauce can make the rice too squishy, for lack of a better term. So I like to do a little extra tomate for enhanced flavor. I also like to add some peas and carrots for a bit of tradition. You can also add corn or onion, or just omit entirely. Totally optional. Let the rice cook according to your package instructions, typically about 15 to 20 minutes. Let it stand for about 10 minutes or so, and then fluff it before serving. While the rice and meat are cooking, let's finish our other ingredients. I'm also going to dice some jalapeño and red onion. Again, not just for flavor, but added crunchy texture. If you don't want your jalapeno too spicy, you can remove the seeds. A good trick is just to slice it down the middle and then very carefully just cut out the seeds and the ribbing. That's where most of the heat is. Just be careful when you're washing the cutting board. Don't mace yourself. Finally, once the meat is done, it's burrito time.
All right.
Heat up your tortilla on the stove, if you like to live dangerously like me. If you have an electric range top, then I don't recommend this. Regardless of what kind of stove you have, you should definitely heat up the tortilla before assembling your burrito. Use the microwave if you have to. You want it to be warm so that it's pliable, so it will bend and not break. At last, assembly.
Assemble.
I like to start with the rice, then cheese, and meat. Then lettuce, sour cream, and all the rest. I'm fairly particular about how burritos are layered, but be sure to lay their ingredients in the order that works best for you. I think one of the critical parts of making a burrito is your rolling technique. Leave some room on the side so you can fold over on the ends, then fold it over, pull it back, tuck in the corners, and then roll it. Yes, actually roll it. I'm cutting it in half for your benefit, but I usually just eat them whole. And there you have it, your very own Gringo burritos. Give it a try, and let me know how it goes in the comments below. They're sure to be a hit with the whole family. I also like to make breakfast burritos. Keep an eye out for my next burrito video where we'll tackle breakfast. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more delicious recipes and fun videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.